Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. It's Kaley-Shea here. So today I'm very excited about our video. We are going to be talking about advice and tips for incoming freshmen. So these are going to be things that I wish I knew coming in or that I learned over the freshman year, and I just wanted to share with you guys. So this is actually going to be the first video in my back to college or I'm not sure what to call it yet, probably like back to school. But it's the college edition because I just finished my freshman year at San Diego State, and I know when I was getting ready to go into school, I was watching all these kinds of videos, and I was super excited about them, so I thought that I would film my own and give this advice to you guys. So this video is actually going to be, it's not really part 1 and part 2, but I put on my Instagram a poll for a Q&A, and then I reached out to some of my friends that I know are going into college. So this video is going to be my tips and advice and things that I learned, and then there's going to be a connected video to it that's going to be the Q&A questions. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and make sure to subscribe to my channel to see the rest of these back to school videos or just any of my other lifestyle videos. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Tell me what school you're going to, or something that you're excited about college, or just anything else you want to tell me. Just go into those comments. Go crazy. Also, some other good news that I don't know if you'll be able to notice or something. Hopefully you will. I figured out how to change the video quality on my camera, so hopefully it is not as terrible as it was before. There is one more setting, but I need to get a new SD card because, yeah, okay, anyways. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and jump right into this video. So I have my notes on my phone, so I'm going to be looking at my phone to read. Alrighty, so my first tip that everyone else is super confused as well. So don't be worried, no matter how much it seems that everyone else has it figured out, they definitely don't. So I know a lot of times felt like I was just kind of lost and I didn't really fit in or have a place, and it seemed like everyone else was having so much fun and they were all fitting in and everything. But I realized, talking to people and everything, everyone goes through these, feelings of not feeling like they fit in or not having a place because it's such a new environment. And you know what? Everyone always puts up a front to act differently, I guess, to seem better. I don't know how else to describe it. But just know, if you feel like that, like you're confused or whatever, literally everyone else is feeling the same way. Alrighty, so my second tip is to join a club. So whether it's Greek life, mechanics club, yoga, or faith-based club, there's something for literally everyone in college. And I really want to press this. There is a club for every little niche and thing that you would be into or could possibly like. In college, there's something. It's not like high school where there's only a few clubs or something like that. There's literally so many organizations you can get involved in. Now, I personally didn't join a club my freshman year because I thought I wanted to get settled with my schoolwork and everything and make sure I knew how to pass classes and basically do what you're supposed to do at college. And I did that and everything, and I got great grades both semesters. But looking back on it, I really wished I would have joined a club because it's easy ways to make a friend, and you're doing something you like, so it's going to take pressure off because college is stressful. I'm not going to lie. It's going to take that pressure off of you and just help you be able to focus more and get that good stuff done. So definitely join a club, and you know what, it doesn't matter if it's a dumb club or a nerdy club or something like that. If you like it, that's what matters at the end of the day. So during the first few weeks of school, move-in day, and then my school personally didn't have a week of welcome or something like that. I know most schools do. We just had a weekend. We moved in on Friday, and then we had all weekend before classes started. So I definitely recommend during this time to keep your doors open. So I know the people on my floor at the end of the hall, they all kept their doors open, and they ended up being super close throughout the whole rest of the year. Now, I really wish that I would have done this. I feel like I could have met more people on my floor and made more friends and everything. So I definitely recommend you do this to try and meet people because you're living with these people for the rest of the year. And it might be a little awkward or weird at first, but definitely try and meet as many people as you can. And you probably won't be friends with all these people, but you never know what could happen. Okay, so this next tip is to manage your time wisely. So literally, people ask me things like, is college hard? Are the classes really hard? Is it easy, blah, blah, blah. I get that question all the time from like my high school friends, and the answer I give them is always time management. If you do not know how to manage your time, college is going to be rough for you. So you need to learn how to manage your time. In college, you have way more free time than you did in high school, so it's important to use this wisely. Reserve time for studying, reserve time for going to the gym or doing that club that you joined. So I personally would recommend your schedule of your classes and then seeing, okay, where can I go to the gym? Where can I do my laundry? This block of time is going to be for studying. If you know you have a big project coming up, start it at least a week before. Start it at least a week before. That is the biggest piece of advice I could give you with this time management thing. Don't wait until the last minute. So again, don't procrastinate. So that's a bonus tip that I didn't add in here. Don't procrastinate. It goes along with time management. If you know you have a big project or test coming up, start it early. Start studying early. At least a week before, especially if you're studying, because it's not really good to cram the night before. You're not going to be able to remember all the stuff. If you start doing that memorization early, it'll be more ingrained in your brain. If you do it that way, it's really easy to just like get back into bed and start watching Netflix or go down a YouTube hole. I was very guilty of that, especially first semester. But yeah, so look at your schedule, plan it out, make yourself a little bit of a pattern that will be easy to follow, and it will get you in this routine of doing your stuff then. So my next tip kind of goes along with this. So in high school, syllabuses were kind of like, they didn't matter at all. It was just a waste of the first day of school. Everyone read them out loud, and it was useless. But in colleges, your syllabus is going to be very important. So make sure you actually read the syllabus, because a lot of professors and like TAs get really, really mad if you ask questions that can be found in the syllabus. So they feel like it's a waste of time. They give you this resource and then you don't even look at it. So a lot of times if you ask them a question, they'll respond like, look in the syllabus or something like that. You know what I mean? And they can get pretty salty sometimes about it. So definitely read the syllabus. And then going along with the time management tip, in the syllabus, it lays out pretty much all of your important dates for projects and essays and tests that you're going to have. Put those on a calendar. As soon, like the first week of school, put those down. And then, like if you have a planner or a calendar, whatever you use to keep track of your assignments, write those down, because those are pretty much set in stone. I mean, they might extend it a week. They might like pull it back to a few days or say like turn it in on Monday, but that's totally fine. That's something you can just easily like edit. But put these down, because then you'll be able to look and see, oh, like I have a 5-page essay due. I should start that starting the week before. So it will be easier to plan your time out and manage it. So my next tip is to learn how to email professionally. So this one might seem like obvious, and you probably think that you do know how to email professionally, but it really does go a long way if you make that extra effort and don't sound stupid in your emails, I guess. So a lot of times, professors get a lot of emails. They have a lot of students. You're not their only student. So it's really important to kind of make an impression in a way, because you're not going to have a lot of one-on-one time professors, especially if you go to a big school like I did. So if you show that you're professional and gracious in your emails, that will really like stand out, because they'll link your name. They might not know your face, but they're saying like, oh, Kaley Darty, like she always emails like this. Sure, you proofread your email. I've seen those memes, where they send in the things and they like didn't proofread it and it's obvious and they make some big mistake, or like call them Professor What's His Nut. Make sure you proofread your email, because it will just go a long way. Additionally, get to the point in your email. Take too much time explaining a backstory to them, unless it's like dire and like urgent for it. Then I guess do it. But if you have a question, don't go into like how you were confused about like, oh, in high school we used to do this one way or something like that. Get to the point. Tell them what the problem is and ask politely how they can help you. This is a long thing. If you use manners, say thank you, please, and are gracious, they will remember that. Also, don't assume that this professor knows who you are. Like I said, they have many different students, probably 2 or 3 or 4 sections if they're lucky, maybe even more. And like with anywhere from 25 to 500 people in that section, they're not going to remember who you are exactly. Okay, so when this is how you should send an email to professor. In the subject line, say if you have a question about a paper for English, say like argumentative paper number 2, comma, the section title, RWS 200, comma, the time and day you take the class. So Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon, and then your name. So Kaley Darby. I'm going to write it in so you can see how it should be written. This will help them a lot because they can A, see what section you're in, B, they can look on Blackboard and be able to find you way easier, and chances are, maybe they teach multiple English classes, maybe it's not all RWS 200, so this helps them out a lot to be able to narrow down your answers and get to it. Okay, so my next tip is to go to office hours. This is literally so important, and I don't understand why people choose not to go to office hours if they're struggling. So while it might be intimidating and you're going to be really nervous because they're a professor, it's an incredible tool. If you're confused about something, ask for help. There were many times that I went to office hours last semester where I was either confused and I wanted clarification that I was on the right track for something, or I thought I was doing good and I was told hey, you're a little bit confused, this is not what this assignment is about, and it completely helped me because if I wouldn't have gone, I would have turned my paper in and probably not gotten that grade that I was hoping for. So you're going to be building a relationship with your professor. So like I said, especially in those lower division GEs or at a large school, it's going to be a very huge class. You're going to be pretty much just a number to them. As much as that sucks, that's just how large universities are. So by going in, you're showing them your face, and I was told at the beginning, before I went into, that people can never fail a face. This next tip is to take risks. So college is a time of learning and getting to know who you are as a person. So if someone asks you, hey, let's go get coffee, let's grab lunch, or even you put yourself out there and ask someone, you never know where that friendship could go. So you definitely should do that, and don't be nervous. I was so scared to ask people to hang out. I was really, really scared to put myself out there, and I definitely regret it. I feel like I could have done a better job of trying to be friendly with people, trying to make more friends. At the end of the day, the worst thing that could happen is that they say no, or you go and it's awkward and you don't like it. Well, it's only going to be an hour that you're hanging out with this person, and then you don't have to meet up with them again. So make sure you take time for you. In college, there's always something going on, especially if you go to a school like mine. So if you feel if you are always getting FOMO by not being able to go out or do something, college is going to be really rough for you because some schools, there's a party every single night, there's something to do, going out, having fun, and if you have a big test today or the day after or a project coming up, maybe that's not the best option to go out on a Tuesday night and get back at 3 in the morning and then have to wake up for your 9 a.m. class. If you're lucky, and always have that downtime that you can have, even if it's something as simple as painting your nails or doing a face mask or watching that favorite show that you had at the end of the day. Do that because it will really help you with your sanity. Self-care is something that will get you through college. That is it for my tips. I'm sorry if I was kind of scattered and getting excited. I just sometimes am really bad at collecting my thoughts and sharing them with you, especially when it's something that I'm excited about and passionate about. I love helping people, and if anyone just watches this video and benefits from it, that would be amazing to me, and at the end of the day, that's what this video is for. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment it down below. I'm happy to answer any of your questions at all, and I would love it if you could. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see more. Have finished watching this video, make sure you head over and watch my Q&A, as it's also going to be a little bit more helpful than just me spewing all of my tips out at you. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye!